The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror, ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
Yo, what's up? Happy Monday morning to everybody. Yo, it's a hell of a Monday morning, man. I hope y'all woke up. I hope y'all looked at the markets. I hope y'all understand what's going on. Yo, it's these things is going down today, baby. These things are going down, but that's all right. We're gonna get into why. We're gonna look at it. We're gonna look at all that stuff that we got going on. Talk a little bit about what we doing. And yo, that's all I can say is there's a lot going on, man. And these markets are definitely taking a beating right now. So it is what it is, guys. We're gonna see these pullbacks. These things are gonna happen. There's a couple of things going on in the markets right now that are kind of shocking the markets, but I think this too shall pass, right? Like this is that pullback that we talk about from time to time that we're gonna have. We got the Fed meeting here in the United States. They're starting to meet and talk about some things that are going on over there. You have the Republican Party getting ready to meet in Miami. Today, they're going to start talking about their plans and how they're going to fund them, blah, 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 all that good stuff that happens in the political atmosphere. And you also have this big, huge issue going on right now over in China when it comes to AI and AI chips that has absolutely tanked the stock market when it comes to tech. And we know tech holds the stock market up. And we know as the tech stocks go, so does cryptocurrency. You can lay the NASDAQ out and you can put it on top of the cryptocurrency charts, and they're almost exactly the same. So as that rolls, so does crypto, right? Risk on assets versus risk off assets gets you to where you need to be. But yo, go ahead and smash that like button, y'all. Go ahead and hit that share button. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get in. We're gonna get after it. Gonna say what's up to everybody and good morning. I can see there's like 37 people right now between YouTube, X, and Twitter. Go ahead and smash that like button. Share this thing out, y'all. And we're gonna get into it. We're gonna do our thing, and we're gonna look at these markets, man, because these markets are absolutely terrible right now. What's up? Good morning to Junior. Junior said he's got some alpha on a CA. Yo, you drop the alpha. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up with the alpha. Selmo, good morning. Good morning, my brother. How are you? How are you doing, brother? Good morning. XRP is the one. Good morning, my brother. Good morning. XRP is going to run. You know, this market, it is what it is, guys. You got to take the good with the bad, man. Buy the dips, man. It has to happen. It does. We're going to have pullbacks. I remind people here all the time, during the last bull market, we had 3 to 4 pullbacks to 30% during the bull market. So, it has to happen, man. These things, these consolidation periods, they have to happen. We gotta get to what we gotta get to. Ken, good morning, my brother. Good morning, good early afternoon to you, my brother. How are you? But yo, there's reasons why, right? And that's part of it. Part of knowing what to invest in is knowing is knowing the reason why the market's down. So these pullbacks, they're gonna happen. Yeah, they're gonna happen, man. So let's go ahead, let's get in, let's get after this thing, let's get moving. Asian markets, listen, guys, these markets all closed like trash, right? The Asian markets, they didn't look too good. The European markets are over here. They are bleeding out like crazy right now. The United States pre-markets over here are absolutely getting just hammered right now. And here's why. Here's why right here. You have Nvidia falls 14%. This is all of tech stocks, guys. You can go to any tech stock and you can see the fallout for them as China rolls out DeepSeek, right? This is a new AI chip that China's coming out with, DeepSeek, and this triggers a global sell-off for competition, right? China's been pretty quiet when it came to AI, when it came to rolling out these new technologies and things like that. Now you have this new chip that they're coming out called DeepSeek, which basically throws the whole technology sector into a tailspin because they've all been investing in AI. They all been putting their money into AI. And now all of a sudden you have this new chip. And this is one of the disadvantages of always getting your chips from outside of the country, right? Whether it be the European nations or whatever, when you're relying on other countries to make your technology for you, well, these things happen, right? They come out with technology. They know what you're doing. They know where you're going. They know what type of technology you're developing, and they just swoop in and better their technology and one up you, right? This is one of the reasons, that you kind of want your homegrown technology to be, made in nations that you can trust and nations that you can, kind of roll through, right? So this is the issue right now. This is the issue with all of technology stocks right now, which is tanking. It tanked the European markets as they're trading right now. It's tanking the American markets right now. And like I said, when technology stocks tank, so does crypto, right? And this is what's going on, and this is the reason why. It's this DeepSeek. This is DeepSeek that China's putting out. And not to mention, on top of that, you have the Fed that is getting ready to meet here and seeing what they're going to do, seeing where they're going to pivot, seeing what they're going to do, seeing how they're going to take care of things. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at our buddy Nvidia. Man, what a pullback Nvidia's on in these aftermarket tradings, right? The market hasn't even opened yet. And you're looking at Nvidia closing at 142.62 on Friday. It looks like it's going to open right now at 126, right? That's a huge pullback in technology stocks, a absolute monster pullback. And you could just roll down the line. And this is why Bitcoin's tanking. This is why all the rest of crypto's tanking, right? Because of these technology stocks. But do you give up on Nvidia at this point? No, hell no. This too shall pass. Nvidia will be Nvidia, buy the dip on all your technology stocks today, because today is the day to do that, right? Today's the day to do that. There's a lot going on, a lot going on. Fed meeting too. What are they going to do? They're going to pause. They're going to pivot. What are they going to do? Where are they going to go? Well, I think they're going to pause, right? I think we're going to get a pause. I think we're not going to get anything. They're not going to do anything at this moment. They're going to let this thing shake out and see where it goes. But that's the beginning. That DeepSeeker is the beginning, middle, and end of the price action right now. People are scared. And when people are scared, what do? We come in, we swoop up, and we buy their fear, right? We buy their fear. Come over here, you look at the ETFs for cryptocurrency. You look at Bitcoin ETF, the positive inflows of 517 million right now. The Ethereum ETFs has a positive flow of just 8 million. Let's look and see who is buying today. Looks like Fidelity is the leader of the Bitcoin ETFs. Looks like they are swooping up and they are buying a good piece of what's going on right now. 188 million dollars worth of the Bitcoins ETFs, followed by Arkham being the second and IBIT being the third, which means BlackRock is kind of cooling off on its buying of the Bitcoin ETFs right now. Come down here, you look at who's buying the most of the Ethereum ETFs is Bitwise. Looks like they have 6 million of that 8 million inflow, which means everybody else is kind of either selling off or cooling off their buying of Ethereum, the Ethereum ETFs. So that's what we got for the ETF flow. It doesn't look too bad given the market conditions right now. Doesn't look too bad. Looks like we have some positive inflows, which is good because remember before we had the negative inflows with the Ethereum ETFs. So they're back to the positives, which is good. It does have something to do with the semiconductors manufactured in Taiwan as well. But you know, this is huge news right here. Here though, Selma, this DeepSeeker is really setting a lot of the AI world on fire right here. This DeepSeeker coming out of China. This is an issue. This is an issue. Come over here. We want to look at some of these inflows and outflows on these chains and see how they're doing over here. See if we can get the information to come up. Sometimes I have to refresh this thing in order for it to come up. One of these things, DeFi Llama, doesn't always work. So, but yeah, you know, basically that technology issue is going to be the issue. It's going to be, you know, it's going to drive. That's what's going to drive the crypto stocks. That's what's going to drive the cryptocurrency market as well. Is them technology stocks, and they're getting beat up right now. So, you know, from a stock market perspective, what I'm doing is I'm going to come in and I'm going to buy. I'm going to probably buy some more of the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the Dow, and I'm going to buy them all in a fund. So. I'm not gonna pick and choose individual stocks on this dip. I'm gonna go ahead and go in and buy the whole, you know, the Nasdaq, the Dow, the S&P 500, and load up there because there's a good return there if you can get in, and you don't have to go in and pick individual stocks. You allow them to buy like the top 50 or the top 100, whichever fund you pick of each one of these markets. So that way you don't have to pick. You know, you're not picking individual stocks. You're buying the tops. You're buying the top stocks that are in the markets, and then just letting it sit there and marinate. And we'll buy the dip on that. We may buy some Nvidia. We may buy a Nvidia dip here, depending on how low that goes. We may pick up a little bit more Nvidia Selmo here at this price, and ride it up. we may do that. But when we look at this, the chains, obviously Solana coming in at number one. But if you look at its weekly volume, it's down 15%. So a little bit of cooling off over there on Solana. Trump tokens really pumped that up last week. You see the volume start to come down a little bit here. You look at BSC, took back the number 2 spot over Ethereum when it came to trading volume. It's up 76%. So the BSC chain is really starting to pick up some volume. This is the second time, that it's jumped Ethereum in weekly volume. Ethereum's up 11% right now on the week. Not too bad given the situation that Ethereum's in right now, but definitely BSC took some of the Solana volume over last week. Let's see if it can hang on to it. Let's see if Solana gets it back. But definitely interesting that BSC is seeing this big spike in volume. You got Base jumps over Arbitron. It's down 20% on the week. Base volume is was definitely down last week. Start to see that in these numbers. It's kind of lagging behind a little bit because it's taking a weekly average, but definitely seeing a bit of a pullback here. And then you have Arbitron, who was ahead of Base at one point, seeing a plus 11.5% increase in volume. Sway coming in at a negative 28%. They had a good week. I thought they had a good week last week, but that didn't produce at the end of the week, bringing in that negative number. And then you see at number 7 right here, Hype, negative 20% volume. So volume on these blockchains are starting to come down a little bit, which makes sense because when you come over here and you start to look at the market in general, we got a cryptocurrency market sitting at 3.35 trillion right now. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index sitting at 55, which is in neutral, and a Bitcoin dominance of 58.3%, and Ethereum dominance dropped to 10%. What you're starting to see here is you're starting to see these blue chips starting to come in at such of a bargain price that a lot of people are not playing around over here in the DeFi sector, right? They're playing around over here in the blue chip sector. Makes sense, right? Makes sense with where prices are. You see Bitcoin drops below 2.5. Okay, I see it sitting at $2.80. What's up, Heat? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yo, yo, yo. How are you, brother? Hold that flipper. Yeah. We looking to flip some stuff, man. Everything we buy right now is definitely we're looking to buy it and get rid of it on the next move up. I mean, it's definitely not everything you buy now shouldn't be if you were buying the whole bear market, this shouldn't be nothing you buy now should be a long hold. Nothing you buy should be a quick money maker in and out. Because your averages should be so low if you were buying during the bear market that you just don't drive your averages up right now. But there's nothing wrong with flipping these things. But Bitcoin sitting at 98,900 definitely came underneath the 100,000 mark, blew through the 99,000 mark. Now we're sitting at 98,000. So definitely big pullback there. You're looking at an 8.4%. So if we look at an 8% pullback in the last 7 days of Bitcoin, you can definitely expect to see these numbers get bigger as we go down through here. Ethereum's definitely trying to hold on to 3,000 right now. Down 8% on the 24-hour, trying to hold on to 3,000. It may or may not. We shall see. XRP $2.81 right now, down about 10%. Like I said, you're going to see these percents get bigger as we roll down through here, which makes sense. This is exactly what you would expect to see. You would see Bitcoin, coming in at 8%, Ethereum closely following, and the further down this chart you get, the bigger the losses you probably will see, the bigger the pullback you probably will see. You see XRP sitting at $2.81 right now. Definitely a entry point for anybody who doesn't hold enough XRP to come in here under $3. And definitely you look at it as a possibility to see if this thing pulls back any further today, whether or not you can get in and ride this up and go ahead and sell off on the next pump up, build your bags on this downturn, sell them on the next pump up. as a short-term trade. XRP definitely is setting itself up for a nice short-term trade right now. But I'm not gonna buy anything this morning. I'm gonna wait and see where this market shakes out when the market opens up. So yeah, it's a bargain. It definitely is a bargain at 281. I mean, you look at it and you come in here at 281 on XRP, and just last week it was 330, came down to 318, sat at 318, 315 for a little while, and then obviously last night losing 10% overnight. You look at it at 281, definitely a bargain. This is all just based on news, right? This is all based on news of what's going on in the regular market. So nothing has fundamentally changed with XRP. Nothing has fundamentally changed with any of these projects, right? So the fundamentals are still there. The goal, the mission is still there. The only thing that changed in any of these markets is just news, right? So the projects aren't doing anything different. The regulations aren't doing anything different. I mean, the crypto advisory boards or whatever you want to call them, they're still going to be there. The ISO regulations still roll out in March. None of that has changed. It's just the news. It's just the news. Solana sitting at $225 right now, down 11.2%. Definitely look and see how far Solana goes down. If you look at it in almost, if this thing gets any lower, when it starts to get in the 200 and teens, 219, 218, somewhere in there, that's going to be a huge bargain for anybody looking to really load up on some of their Solana. And you look at BNB falling under $650. What a steal that is, right? What a steal that is as well. BNB, you've seen it on the blockchain. They're starting to gain more and more volume over there on their blockchain. So you see this thing slipping back, and if they can continue to gain some volume over there on their blockchain, this thing definitely will run when the market turns around. Dogecoin sitting at 31 cents. You guys know Bitwise put out the ETF for Doge. We'll see how far that gets pushed, if that goes anywhere. But if it does, Doge is poised for a run. Gotta be careful with Doge though, because remember, the more it goes up, the more tokens it mints. So, as this thing runs up, it's going to be minting tokens. And then you look at it and you got to say to yourself, how far is it going to be? You go on a pullback right now of 17%. It gets harder and harder to make that ground up, the more tokens you put into supply. So, at some point you're going to mint so many tokens. I always talk about that hamster wheel, right? The more tokens you have in supply, the harder it is to move that wheel, right? So, gotta be cautious of that as well. It gets harder and harder for that hamster to move that wheel, the bigger that wheel is. And you look at that wheel as your supply, and that hamster's got to turn that wheel. And the bigger it is, the harder it is to turn. So that's going to be, that's a problem for some of these guys with too many tokens. Cardano, man, what a drop in Cardano right here, 11.2%, coming down at this 80-cent level. Selmo, Cardano's a good buy right here too. XRP's a good buy right here. Cardano's a good buy right here. Tron, 23 cents. I'll hold off adding to my Tron bag at this point, because it usually holds up between 23 and 25 cents. So it really hasn't, taken this huge dip backwards. You look at it, it's only down 1.1%. So this is you look at your bags and you say, well, what am I going to DCA into? Tron's probably not one of them. Ooh, 11%. Yeah, 11%. That's a nice size pullback to add to your bags, right? At 11%. I mean, It's if you can make a quick flip at 11%, 12%, 15%, somewhere up in there, that's not a bad day's work, you know. But I wouldn't buy it if you, like I said, if you were buying the whole bear market, you buy at these levels, and these aren't hold levels, right? These are levels you get in and you get out. Yeah, it is eat. That's a that's a bargain of a price right there. Chain link sitting at $22 and 29 cents right now. Came down from almost $26. You're looking at a 12% drop here. You're looking at a 12% pullback on chain link. So, like I said, the further we get down, guys, the bigger you're going to see these percents grow. The bigger you're going to see these percents grow. So, just be aware of that, right? And this is one of the reasons why your low caps right now, you don't really want to be playing around too much in your meme coins and your low caps right now, because they're going to take the brunt. They're going to take the brunt of a lot of this because they're really speculative assets, right? You got your tech stocks, which are speculative assets. You see them tanking, right? You got crypto, which is considered a speculative asset. You got that going down. And then you got your meme coins that are real high risk speculative assets. Your low cap meme coins are really high risk, and you're going to see them come down even further. Yeah, we're gonna get into Pepe. Pepe, I think, is definitely steal right now. I think that's a bargain. Avalanche, I think, right here, when you look at it, 12.4%. You know, I'm in Avalanche. I like Avalanche, but I'm gonna leave it right there where it is. I'm not looking at. That's probably not one I'll DCA into during this downturn. Stellar, 37 cents. You know, 11.4% pullback on Stellar right now. So definitely a pullback on Stellar. And if you think the Stellar is going to $1, like I think Stellar is going above $1, you look at this price at 37 cents, you ride this out all day to see how low it can really go. And if you get in, you get in before this thing starts to turn upwards and you just hold that to $1, that's not a bad day. That's not a bad day. When it gets there. Yeah, Pepe's at a steal right now. Pepe's at a definite steal right now. Fair ground. Good morning. Good early afternoon to you, brother. Good early afternoon to you, brother. How are you? How are you? Yeah, I agree. This stellar dip right here is looking really juicy right now. You know, I yeah, I believe in stellar this bull run. I think it's gonna do numbers, right? My opinion is that stellar is going to do really good numbers, and this dip right here is looking really good, down almost 12%. H bar got popped too. Look at H bar down 19%. Think about that for a minute. 19% 24-hour pullback. Looking at 29 cents right now. Just flipped to 29. Was at 28. I think that this might be one of the biggest bargains of the day right here, with H bar pulling back 19%. Definitely. If this holds further than the stream, now it's 13%. Continues to come down, right? Continues to come down. So 13% right now. So if this thing continues to fall backwards, we will be adding more. Definitely, I added some more sway to my bag this morning, down 13.6%. I woke up, I wiped the crusties out of my eye. I seen sway underneath $4, and I just put the buy in. And I didn't even, at that point, I didn't even know why. I didn't even look at why. I just seen where it was, and I just put it in there. Just put the buy order in. That was a no-brainer to me. Yeah, XRP. I agree with you, man. I think Stellar's gonna put up some numbers this bull run that I don't even think that we can speculate the numbers that I think Stellar's gonna put up this bull run. The numbers are gonna be just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, XRP and XLM run together. XRP's institutional money. XLM is more person to person type of money, and that's how I separate the two. XRP is really when you're investing in XRP, you're investing in banking institutions and institutional type of money. When you invest in XLM, you're investing in a lot of peer to peer type of money, which both are great investments. Both are great investments. And they're both going to fly. I agree, Fairground. They're both going to fly. XLM and XRP will both do absolute numbers. This bull run. H bar is going to do numbers too. Don't sleep on H bar will do numbers. I don't think that we can chart out either. So. I think Sway and Tron will do well this bull market. I think Sway will do a little bit better than Tron, just because it's that new shiny object, that new kid on the block. A lot of people will build over there, especially if Solana can't hold up during the bull market. If Solana can't hold up, I think you'll see a lot of serial developers start to develop on Sway, which will increase the volume to astronomical levels. And that's why I just think that Sway will do better than Tron in this bull market. Tron will do numbers. Tron's not going to sit back and just let everybody pass it by. That's for damn sure. But I think Sway, the percent gains are just going to be a little bit higher there. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Fairground. I was a little sick. I was a little beat down for a while. My energy's starting to come back. But definitely feeling better. Throat still messed up, still running a little bit, but definitely feeling a lot better. You look at Shiba Inu, it's down 10.5%. So it's not doing too bad comparatively, right, to everybody else. SHIB seems to be holding up pretty well. I think as you start to see more and more retail investors start to come back from the last bull run, they will start to put some more money back in SHIB. I can see SHIB doing a 10x from where it is right now. Definitely think that if Shibarium starts to take off a little bit, not that it directly affects the Shiba Inu price, because it doesn't, and that's some of the misconceptions out there. Shibarium, the layer 2, has zero effect on SHIB at all, SHIB's price. But I do think you'll see some people start to flock back over to the SHIB in this run. But I think it's got a 10x in it from here in this bull run. And that's if we get the money that we think we're going to get from the institutions. I think it will. Polkadot with a monster pullback of 11% as well. I own Polkadot. You guys know I own Polkadot. I own a lot of Polkadot. We'll see where Polkadot goes. This is one of the ones I'm 50-50 on. I'm not quite sure Polkadot's going to do the numbers that everybody thinks it's going to do. I was buying this thing during the bear market, when it was way down. Not quite sure it's going to do the numbers that everybody thinks. It came out with Polkadot 2.0. It put its AI inside of its blockchain. But we'll see. Polkadot needs the, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that one. We'll see where it goes. There's only so much money to go around when it comes to these blockchains, right? There's only so much liquidity you can push. There's Pepe right there, sitting on a 15% pullback, guys. And when we look at Pepe, Pepe. Yeah, this is Pepe. When we look at Pepe's on a 15% pullback, right? And I talked about this zone right here, this zone right here, right, as being the danger zone. This is what I call the danger zone, right? Because it came in here, and you see projects do this all the time. It went on this massive run to the upside, right? But if you pull this chart back, what it didn't do is it didn't build in any structure, right? It didn't build in any support. It didn't build in any resistance. It didn't do any of that. It just went on this massive run to the upside. It started to build a little bit of structure up in here, right? Couldn't hold it though. I mean, obviously, you look at it now, it couldn't hold that structure, obviously, in this market. Tried to here, was unsuccessful. Tried to here, was unsuccessful. But now it's in this danger zone. There's no liquidity, no structure from where it is right now, all the way down here to um, to 408. There's no structure put in Pepe up into here. So it's doing its best, right? To try and build a floor somewhere up in here where it is, right? It's doing its best, but it has no liquidity, right? So you're looking at 4 zeros, 1 2 1 2 3 right now. 4 zeros, 1 2 3. That's easy. That's easy. That's easy to say. But there's no liquidity buildup right here, right? There's no structure put into this chart. So if this market continues to fall, Pepe, got to keep an eye on Pepe, because if it doesn't start to build a floor at some point with these 4 zeros, it definitely could give one back, which I don't necessarily think is a huge problem, right? I think it's got to build its liquidity up somewhere. You can't just, too many projects go on these massive runs, and people don't look at these charts and go, well, damn, there's no liquidity there. There's no floor build up there. There's nobody. At no point can we come in and say there's a ton of liquidity here. There's a ton of liquidity here. There's a ton here. Much like you can see over in here. If you look over in here, I mean, there's a crap ton of liquidity here, 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 here. All the way down through this chart, right? It went on this run. It came back. It hit these liquidity zones and bounced to the upside. Can't say that here, right? Too many projects fall victim to this. I should say too many investors fall victim to this. They see this big run to the upside and they don't look at the liquidity. Whereas when you see these big runs to the upside, if you're just patient and you just watch the chart, you'll see it fall. You'll see it fall back down. You'll see it fall back down. Our damn internet keeps going down, man. Yeah, there's a lot of people having internet issues. I had some internet issues on Friday when I was streaming. You guys will be all right, Fairground. You on here now, so that's all that matters. So those Eagles, yo. So well, you see it, baby. You see it, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's go. Let's go. Who'll say Pepe? Who'll say Pepe? The investors will say Pepe. Like I said, I expected this pullback. When I seen this, like, this is why I kept telling you guys, like, I wasn't kind of, even with this run up here, when it came up here and it came back up here, I was like, we're gonna be in this descending channel here for a minute, right? Until it can really truly build up its damn thing, until it can really truly build up its floor, right? And this, you can draw this out. This is a real descending channel right here, right. You can see that. So until it can really build up its floor, I expected this. I expected this pullback. I didn't expect this pullback this far, but I definitely expected it to pull back. Yeah, Doge is going to be fine. If it gets an ETF, you're going to see Doge run, man. It'll be the first. I think it'll be the first meme coin to probably get an ETF. Yeah, SHIB had a lot of liquidity back in 2000, because of 2020. Uh, but you see, and it was locked up. People were staking it away. People were, they were locked in, right? People were really locked in XRP to their stakes and everything else. And you start to see that start to come on. We started to see that a couple of months ago, really start to come unraveled a little bit, and yet that's where you started to see SHIB kind of come down the charts a little bit. But it's one of them things where when you look at this and you look at this Pepe situation right now, it's in this big huge this is a day chart, right? So it's in this big huge descending channel. And it's right here. It's right here. There was nothing there. Nothing. It went on this massive run, and there's just no liquidity there. Glenn, good morning. So how are you, Glenn? So we'll see, and I hope Pepe builds a floor right around this area that it's in right now, this 1211 level somewhere up in there. I just hope it builds a floor and can continually push to the upside, right? But it's got to build a floor there. You look at Bonks in the same situation, right? We look at Bonk. You've seen a massive run. Sometimes right around the same time Pepe went on a run, but Bonk has actually been in this descending wedge ever since, right? It's been in. Yeah, there was a couple of days here where it traded sideways. It had a little bit of a run up, but nothing really big, right? If you look at this channel that Bonk's in, it's in a straight descending channel, right? And Bonk, same situation, right? But you see Bonk is getting close to these liquidity zones right here, like where there's a bunch of liquidity sitting here, right? You pull the chart back and you look at this liquidity zone right here. It's starting to get close to that, right? Starting to really get close to that. But it is definitely on a pullback, and it has been for a while. It has been for a long time. When you look at it on a day chart, it has been for a very long time. And those of you guys who know that I own a lot of Bonk. It's just got to find its floor, right? And I think it's going to come back down here. I think Bonk is actually going to test this liquidity zone right here. I think it's going to give back all of this. It's going to give all of these gains back. It's going to give it all back. It's going to come back down here. It's going to test this liquidity zone. It's going to go up. It'll go up from there, but I think it's going to come all the way back down there and test it. Glenn, man, I'm so happy to have you in the chat this morning. And hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, Grand Rising. Good morning, man. Good morning. But yeah, I definitely think that Bonk is going to come back all the way back down here and retest this. There is no doubt in my mind. You get to Jasmy here. Look at where Jasmy is, man. Jasmy has fallen 24 cents. 2 cents right now, 2.4. Jasmy's in a zone right now where if it doesn't start to get some volume, it can come back down here and retest this 1.9 level, 1.9 2 cent level. You can see it. There's a bunch of liquidity sitting here at that level. You can see it, and it is definitely on its way there to come back down here and test these levels right here. But yeah, Jasmy, You guys know we're heavily invested in Jasmine. We're up. We're up no matter what. I should say no matter what, but we're buying this thing. You know, 2033, 2022, somewhere up in there. So definitely, definitely we're doing okay there. But we're watching this thing roll downwards too. So it's definitely not where we want to be right now. But no fear, guys, no fear. No fears. Tim Ski, good morning, good morning, good morning. But Jasmine's at a tremendously good price right now. But if you watch, I would watch the chart because it could definitely come down to a penny nine, somewhere up in there. Jasmine's untrustworthy. I think Jasmine's got a lot going on with it. It's the Japan just raised their interest rates too, and that's where Jasmine sits. And Jasmine's got some struggles right now. We'll see where it goes, right? But Jasmine's definitely got some struggles right now. Definitely. They're definitely not on top of their game where they should be right now. Jim Ski's in the building. Give me $50. No, Tim Ski, you give me $50. Hit that donation button. Give me $50. I'm the one doing the stream. Give me $50. I'm not buying in the Pure Wallet, Ken. I'm gonna sit that one out. I wish them guys well over there. We'll see what happens. The problem I have with where they're at right now is there was a lot of people that invested in MMAI and a lot of people that invested over there and spent money on the NFTs and stuff like that. And before they launch another token, they probably really should be looking at making them people whole again. Tipsky, you know me, I take profits on the way up. You know what I mean? I take profits on the way up. I'll clip a little bit here, clip a little bit there, clip a little bit here, clip a little bit there. I mean, you know me. I'm not gonna round trip it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try my best not to go on a round trip. Not to say that I haven't round tripped some of these projects, but I'm definitely gonna try my best not to go on a round trip, right? So definitely gonna look at that round trip and that. But yeah, Ken, no, man, I'm gonna sit that one out, see what happens. I mean, when you invest in a project and somebody relaunches, usually they make the people that were holding their other stuff whole again, and that's not the case. So that kind of just makes me look at it as being a little bit untrustworthy. But I do wish them well. You know what I mean? I do wish them well. I wish everybody well over there. We shall see. We shall see what happens, right? So when we look at the total 3 market cap minus Bitcoin, minus Ethereum, we're underneath $1 trillion, and that $1.01 trillion is the mark where you can usually see a lot of tokens run, a lot of altcoins run, and we're underneath that, right? So this to me says that we're nowhere near altcoin season. We're nowhere near altcoin run right now. Because the total market cap's down, right? So this to me says that we're living in a little bit of fear. So these are my buy zones. Anytime this thing gets underneath $1 trillion, that's my buy zone. That's my buy zone. Yeah, I'm trying to get my Pepe. I want my Pepe bag to pump too, someone, man. I want a lot of Pepe. We've been buying Pepe the whole bear market, man. So We've been DCAing in all the way down. But definitely, I think Pepe's gonna run though, man. I think Pepe is going to absolutely run. Um, I think that there's just too much there. There's too much there. Uh, but 50, but a 50 bill market cap. I think that we may see. I said this before, and I've said this a lot on here. I think by the end of this bull run, you may see three meme tokens in the top 10. Uh, you may see Doge obviously is going to be in the top 10. It's going to stay there. There's a lot of market cap for everybody else to make up to catch Doge. I think you're going to see Pepe in the top 10. I think SHIB will come back up into the top 10. And so by the end of this bull market, you really could see three meme tokens in the top 10. It very well could happen. And I would almost be willing to go out on a limb and say it probably will happen. Trump would be the dark horse in the race. I think I think the Trump token, you start to see it. You're starting to see it lose some steam, right? And go have a look at it. Let's see where we're at. I just passed it right here. It's down to 26.17 right now. You watch the pullback on this is 11.3% right now. Look at the pullback on the week though. It's 51. It's 51%. This thing's pulled back over 50% of its total value over a week, right? I think you're going to start to see this thing pull back even a little bit more. I think people starting to move some of that liquidity out of there, pull their profits out of there, move that liquidity out of there, move it around the market. It looks like we're starting to raise up on this hour though. I'm looking, scanning this chart. Looks like we're starting to come back on this hour. We'll look at the crypto bubbles here in a minute, but definitely looks like we're starting to raise back up here. So yeah, I think so. I think that they launched this Donald Trump token, Melania token. It came out, it had the buzz, it sucked all the liquidity out of the market. It sucked all the liquidity out of the market, but into the Solana network, into their tokens, into all that. And I think I don't think that it's absolutely going to fall off to nothing. That's not what I'm saying, but I don't think that it's gonna. I don't think at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, that it's going to outrun Pepe, it's going to outrun SHIB, and it's going to outrun Doge, like a lot of people are saying. I just don't see that. I don't see it. It'll stay up there where it is. It'll have a good run. It's just not going to have that type of run. XRP still sitting at 281, hanging in there. Always like to come back and check these prices out. But yeah, I just don't see it having that massive of a run like people are expecting. This is one of the projects that I do like right here. Is this SPX 6900? I think this thing will have a nice bull run. Will it make it up into the top 10, top 20? Probably not, but I think that this thing will have a nice bull run right here. I think this thing will be good. I think it's setting itself up right now for a nice run. I would expect it to maybe pull back a little bit more this morning. Sitting at $1.03 right now. Not too bad. But I do expect this. I expect this thing to run. I expect this one to be one of the ones that a lot of people are talking about after this bull run as being a surprise, right? We see Sway continue to fall. Definitely could come back down here and test this level of $3 $3.50. Definitely could come back down here and test this little bit of liquidity zone that it's got sitting right there. Definitely could. That's on the table. That's on the table for sway right now. For sway right now. But I do like that SPX 6900. I like the narrative. I like what it's got going on. Let's get over here to XLM. Let's see what XLM's got going on. 38 cents. Come back up this morning. Come back up a little bit this morning. So definitely looking good. Definitely looking good. Brian not looking too healthy. No, Brian's not looking too healthy at all. Brian's not looking healthy at all. Yeah, Pepe's first bull run. And that's what I've been saying. Pepe and Bonk, it's their first bull run. So I think they're going to be showstoppers, man. Both of them tokens right there, Pepe and Bonk, I think will be showstoppers. And I think, like I said, I think at the end, you may see Pepe, Shib, and Doge all sitting in the top 10 at the end of the bull. I just have this feeling that meme coins are gonna play a huge role. This bull market, meme coins will play a big role, and that's where it's gonna be. XRM's running. Yeah, I see that right now. I see it running. I'm looking at it trying to eat. This is a day candle right here. So we're looking at it trying to eat this day candle up right here. XLM's kind of doing its thing right now. Love what I'm seeing over here. Love what I'm seeing. Don't forget Giga Chad. Giga Chad's on the move. Giga Chad's doing his thing. I have to get that chart. There's so many Giga Chads out there. I gotta make sure I got the right chart. But Giga Chad's definitely doing his thing over there on the base chain. I like Giga Chad. There's a couple projects over there, a couple low cap projects over there. That I'm invested in. We don't talk about a ton. Brian being one of them. But yeah, Ken, Brian's getting ate up right now. It's getting absolutely crushed. Absolutely crushed right now. Let's see where we're at here. Yeah, the hour's starting to feel in a little bit better, but when you're looking at 12% pullbacks, 12-13% pullbacks, the morning does start to feel a little bit better. Does start to feel a little bit better. Start to look a little bit better. XLM's up 2% right now. On this morning, they're looking at 38 cents. Trying to work his way back up to 40 cents. So if you would have took that trade this morning at 36 cents, you would have been up right now, looking for that quick flip, right? Looking for that quick flip. This one right here, I think, is going to be huge. Virtual again, first bull run, Launchpad. Sitting at $2.13 right now. Again, if you would have took this one yesterday at $1.99, you would have been able to ride this up and make some quick money here. So I think you would have been all right. Elmo is in the building. But yeah, I think when we look at this, this is the one I keep telling you guys to watch out for. I think it's going to make a good run in this ISO move here. This Algorand, and it's cheap, sitting around 36 cents right now. Just 48 hours ago, it was up at 43 cents, 43, 44 cents, somewhere up in there. But I definitely think that this one's going to make a run. Definitely a sleeper here. So I've been putting a little bit of money in Algorand, here and there. But H bar, let's see where H bar is, sitting at 30 cents. When we started to look at this, when I woke up this morning, it was at 27. We started to look at it this morning, it was at 28. Now it's moving back up to 30 cents. So that initial scare from this report right here, where all the tech stocks took a crap because of this deep sea AI, these chips being developed over in China, you can start to see that the markets are starting to, the crypto market in particular, is really starting to settle itself back into that news that the tech stocks were scared of. They're starting to settle themselves back in, and they're starting to open up and digest that news. You got the Fed too, and I think the pause from the Fed, I think when we get that pause this week, I think that we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Timsky, yeah, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. But Ken, yeah, I don't know where you bought Brian at, but you should probably look at Brian, see where you're at with it, see what you want to do with it. That's kind of what I'm going to do today. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to probably evaluate that project, and I'm going to look kind of where I am with it, and definitely see where I think it's going to go, right? Where I think it's going to go. I've made some money off of Brian because I've clipped it a little bit on the way up, so I got to figure out where I actually am with that project. Gaming token wise, guys, gaming I think is going to be huge, and this is one of the reasons why I'm big on AVAX. IMX sitting at $1.11, big steal right here, I think too. When it comes to gaming, I think that IMX and AVAX are probably your plays. That's my plays for gaming is IMX and AVAX, and I think that they're both going to have monster runs. And I'm only going over this with you guys because it's such of a down market that when you look at this, market, you got to be able to pick out some. You got to be able to pick out some winners. Some of these ones that you think can move in the bull market, and that's kind of where you want to be stacking your money right now. That's kind of where you want to be stacking your money. Ondo's another one, I think, because BlackRock's involved, because it's real world tokenized assets, and BlackRock's really starting to try to get the stock exchange moved to blockchain. I think Ondo Finance is going to play a big role in that, in what's going on. They're already starting that process over there. You're looking at $1.07 right now. Absolute monster steal for Ondo right now. When a real world tokenized asset play here, which I think real world tokenized assets will be a driver of this bull run. I think there's going to be you're going to see in this bull run, you'll see your real world tokenized asset plays go high. You'll see your AI plays go high. And you'll see your ISO tokens go high, and you'll also see meme coins really start to run. I think meme coins are going to play a bigger role in this bull run than they played in the past, right? But Ondo Finance is definitely one of them ones that when you look at real world tokenized assets, you got to look at them and go, maybe Ondo's got something, right? So when we look at the triple X's, right? Look at XLM sitting at 2.8%, 2.9% for XRP, XDC, negative 0.6%. But how far did XDC pull back in the 24 hours? You look at 9 cents, right? XDC was at 11 cents just about 48 hours ago. Pulled back to 9 cents right now. Had a huge pullback on XDC. This is big. This is a big pullback for XDC. A lot of liquidity came out of this project in the last 48 hours. Could be something where you're looking at this going, now's my entry. Now's my entry, right? When it comes to the triple X's. XRP, again, coming back at $2.87. We started to look at this thing this morning, $2.81. XRP is definitely starting to make its move back to the upside, back up the charts. We talked about XLM pretty extensive. I think it's going to it may push that 40 cents again today. Starting to come back over here and look at some of these meme coins that we love and hate at the same time. That we kind of got some money in. Miggles up another 12.2%. Watch out for Miggles. Watch out for Miggles, guys. Miggles, I'm telling you, I believe will be the #1 meme coin on base. I think that this meme coin right here will overtake Brett it to be the #1 meme coin on base, and it is definitely working its way up the charts to do so. Sitting at 10 cents right now. That you look at this pullback here. You look at this here on the day. It lost 25% of its value, 25% over a 24-hour period. So starting to work its way back up right now. But I think that this one will overtake Brett, be the #1 meme coin on base without a doubt. We got Bonk sitting back here. We talked about Bonk. Dog with hat. We're gonna see where this one goes. I'm not convinced that Dog with hat is gonna do the numbers that everybody thinks it's gonna do. Just not convinced. Selma, you still got Mong? You still got Mong? It's coming back up this hour. Not doing too bad. How bad of a hit did this one take? 8.6%. Not too bad. It actually did better than the rest of the market. It actually performed better than the rest of the market over the past 24 hours. TokenFi, like TokenFi, I think that this is another real world tokenized asset play. You probably want to take a look at, sitting at 3 cents right now. Probably want to take a look at this real world tokenized asset play right here. And then we have Pepe at a 0.2%. Looks like maybe it's starting to build that structure. Maybe it's starting to build that structure that we were just talking about. So definitely like where Pepe sits right now as we start to come back and start to rebuild this day. Start to rebuild this day. So with that, guys, we have been through a lot today. So I'm going to kind of cut it here. We have been through a lot today. Been through a lot of charts, been through a lot of plays, been through a lot of things that we think are going on in the market. And it's been a hell of a morning. But yeah, so watch out for the market to bounce back today. And I'm telling you, if the market really starts to bounce back today, don't miss this opportunity to DCA your way in. Don't miss this opportunity to get some of these bargains that, are sitting here as well as the market starts to turn back around. You look at even Sway is now sitting at $3.73. When we started talking, this thing was not, trying to push that 350 mark, right? So, don't miss out on the dips. Don't miss out on, the opportunity that this market has presented itself to you over the past 24 hours. Build them bags up, DCA into what you got going on. Like I said, Pepe, I think is a great buy right now. HBAR is a great buy right now. XLM is a great buy right now. XRP is even a great buy right now. It's sitting where it is. And Crow's actually a good buy right now, sitting at 13 cents. So definitely look at what's going on out here in the market. Yo, Richard Hart's launching a meme coin called Twerk. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Somo. I'm in. I'm buying it. I'm in. Still got Mong. You still got Mong. Cool. It had a great day. Like I said, it only fell 9% when all the rest of the meme coins we looked at felt 25 to 15%. So it definitely had a good day. So but all right, guys, with that, we're out of here. Pay attention to the market, man. The whole market is absolutely on a downhill slide, and was on a downhill slide this morning. It looks like it started to really start to come back, and this morning starting to gain some legs. So like I said, if you want to get in on the dips, when we first started streaming at 7, and between 7 and right now, it's probably the dip. That was probably the dip overnight, as we see this market start to fill in pretty decent this morning. So with that, guys, we're up out of here. We'll be back at you guys on Wednesday. I put out a bunch of shorts over the weekend from the live stream on Friday, so go check them out. Go have a great day. Let's get at this thing. Junior says he's got a token that he's ready to drop on us as soon as he gets to CA. Yo, you better bring that alpha. You better bring that alpha and let us know what you're getting into, and quit holding out on us. So with that, we up out of here, man. We'll see you guys on Wednesday, and we'll put out some more videos, some more shorts between now and Wednesday. Y'all have a great day, and go make this money, man. Go make this money, y'all. We out. Bye.